Hi, I'm Snapchick. You've seen me use Linco's fluorescent lights for video and for still photography. I love them. So when Linco asked me to take a look at the Morning Glory convertible softbox, which is compact and it serves 3 different purposes, and it's used with a single bulb continuous fluorescent light similar to the Flora lights, I got pretty excited. I had Janae, a model, into the studio to test these lights out. Let's take a look. Thanks for coming into the studio, Janae. I'm really excited to have you in today. I know we did some kind of headshots last time, but I've got this new equipment in and I want to try it out and I want to get some new effects going. So, are you game?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let me show you how these work.
Okay, cool.
Okay, like I said, I just got this equipment in. They're from Linco. It's called the Morning Glory convertible softbox, and it's so easy to use. I'm really excited about it, so I want to show you all about it. So, okay, first, you've got yours and I've got mine. And we have a softbox right now. So this is what I normally use, or what I think we have mostly used together are soft boxes where, the light is nice and soft and it just kind of spreads all out. But then you can take this piece off. It's just elastic. And then you have a reflector umbrella, which is, you've probably used these before with other photographers. A lot of times it's like a strobe, it's flashing at you. These don't do that though, these are continuous lights. So this is going to give you not quite as soft light, but it's going to give you a lot of light. And you can actually do some pretty cool shadow effects like this. And speaking of shadow effects, you can actually do one more thing with these, and that is tighten this piece right here. Do it, I know you can. You can tighten this piece and you have a snoot. And a snoot is kind of a funny way of saying that it is directing the light somewhere. So the light's all going to come out right here and go directly where I'm pointing it. It's not going to spread out over here like it would when I had the softbox on there. It's going to go straight that way. So it's really cool. You can get some really cool lighting effects. So definitely I want us to try a couple of these right now.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we're all set up for our first set of shots. We have a softbox set over here, Morning Glory softbox set up over here, and it is softbox style, so it's giving Janae a nice soft kind of glow, the light's spreading out and giving some nice soft shadowing in her face too. And behind me I've got the Snoot set up on the softbox so that I have a splash of light across the backdrop. But this light is not going to hit Janae from behind at all, so we're not going to get any, spill on her hair. We're going to get a nice shadow on this side, nice light on the other side, and a nice spill of light across the back. Okay, let's take some pictures. All right. All right, now we're set up to where I have just the Snoot style Morning Glory softbox right at Janae. So what we're gonna have here is some, not harsh light, but not this, soft spill of light, beauty shot that we have when I've got the softbox covering on here. So we're gonna have kind of more dramatic, I guess would be the word, not harsh, for the light and shadow. So we're gonna have lots of light on this side, and anything that's on the other side of you, we're not gonna see. And we're also not gonna see the background. It's mostly gonna be really dark.
Oh,
okay? So I guess we're going for some more serious shots. Very nice. Okay, now we're gonna do some beauty shots where I'm closely cropped into your face. I've got my nice long lens, and we've got lots and lots of light on you, so they're gonna be nice and bright. The background is gonna be really light because this light's going all over the place. And just look into the camera or look away from the camera. Just remember that I'm pretty much right here, okay?
Great.
All right, and there's not a lot of shadow either, so you can work either light. Okay, so we've been shooting for a while, and I wanted to take a break before we move into our next big setup and talk to you guys about the advantages of the lights. Like I said, they're from Linco. They are the Morning Glory convertible soft boxes, and they are on fluorescent lights and fluorescent continuous lights. It's a 1 bulb light head, and they're really nice and easy. So let me talk to you about why they're nice and easy. I don't know if you have noticed, Janae, but while we've been working around here, I really haven't been monkeying with the lights too much. You know, I've changed how the softbox is configured, and I have moved them around a little bit, but I'm not going back and forth to them, between them and my camera, like making a bunch of settings changes, because they're either on or off. So it's kind of like, you know, I just don't have to worry about them. They're either on or off.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, they are. And the other thing is that they aren't hot. Have you noticed that? Like you're not sitting here sweating it out underneath the hot lights.
Yes.
You've probably experienced this with a lot of other photographers, where they have these really, really hot lights, and you know, they don't realize that you're sitting in front of the camera like, oh,
makeup melting.
like dying in front of the, you know, from the heat. These don't do that, and I'm particularly sensitive to that because I do some of my own modeling, and so I really like that these are cool. Another thing I like is that they are continuous light, and that works for me for a lot of different reasons. First of all, I can use them for both video and still photography, and I do both video and still photography, so it's nice to have something that does double duty, because I don't need to have a bunch of stuff around. I just really like to have a couple of things that do a lot of different jobs. And then another reason that I like the continuous lighting is that I can use shutter priority on my camera, or manual, whatever, but I can actually, you know, adjust my shutter speed to affect exposure in my photos. And if I were using strobes, I wouldn't be able to do that. So I really like having that additional option. In addition, they aren't as distracting as strobes, because I'm not running around back and forth where you're sitting here like twiddling your thumbs, but also because it's not like, you know, flashing in your face every 2 seconds. It's just on all the time. And then, you know, one other thing that I love about continuous lights is that I don't need to trigger them in any special way. I don't need extra equipment. I don't need to even use the flash on my camera. They're just on, and they're on for me all the time. Okay, we're actually in my garage now. We don't have a ton of space in the garage, but I happen to have these two lights that are pretty compact and easy to move around, so we are going to make use of them in here. So we've got Janae in kind of a cool construction-y kind of get-up, and we've got the two lights set up as in the Snoot configuration. We're going to have one light. This light is going to be on Janae, so you know she's going to be lit up, but the stuff around her wouldn't be, because she's using this, or because we are using the Snoot. And then behind us we have one light pointed at the workbench and the toolbox. So we're going to kind of see that, and we're going to kind of see Janae, and we're not going to see a whole lot else. So I have a wrench for you. Make good use of it. So Janae was in my studio for about an hour. We not only shot video, but we took photos with 4 different lighting effects. I moved the lights around a little bit, and I changed the softbox around, but I didn't have to spend a lot of time with my lighting. Were I to have used my strobes, I would have been hauling them around and swapping out lighting modifiers and playing with the power settings and making sure that everything was triggered properly, and then I'd have had to move the whole show into the garage and do the same thing. With this setup, I was able to move quickly because it's lightweight, so I could move it around, and it's self-contained, and I just didn't have to spend any unnecessary time fooling with it. The time that I spend adjusting my lighting is important to me because time is money, you know, but also I don't want my model sitting around waiting for me. I want to keep her energy up and keep her interested. You know, this applies for portrait clients too. No one wants to be sitting around under hot lights waiting for the photographer to get set up. And you know, gosh, if you add like kids to the mix in a family portrait, you'd better be able to get everything set up and adjusted quickly. Let me recap. I really like these lights. I like that they're small, lightweight, and uber portable. I like that even though they're small and lightweight, they still put out a lot of light and can be arranged in different configurations. I like that they are continuous light, which allows me to turn them on and make ISO, aperture, and shutter speed adjustments in camera to find the exposure I'm looking for without having to spend time going back and forth to the light. It also makes it so that I don't have to worry about triggering the lights, which also saves me time and possibly money. And last, I really like that the Morning Glory softbox is convertible, especially when I need lighting on location. You know, these are definitely going to be my go-to lights because they are convertible, powerful, lightweight, and portable. Thanks for watching. You can find me at snapchick.com.